Hello YouTube, here's Yaro, the WordPress speed doctor. I'm going to talk today about GTMetrix, and I've been saying for years that GTMetrix is not really reliable tool to make measurement of speed and quality of your website. I've made already video back in 2019 about GTMetrix. Is it really reliable tool? And I really encourage you to have a look on this because that's how I'm showing how the previous version was working. And now we're going to the current version. So what do we have here? We've got here one website, and here's the original report I've seen Facebook group about optimization. And really the guy was preoccupied that it's loading like 3.3 seconds, it's too long. And there've been like comments like, no man, it's loaded fast in like South Africa, like there's no reason why to think that this website is slow, but he was still investigating why it's here fully loaded 3.3 seconds. So meanwhile, I've retested it with slightly different settings, because what he's got here is Sydney and the broadband, and it seems to be it's not really the best setting because it's not in Australia for some reason, or maybe he wanted to know why it's in Australia, but it doesn't make sense. And another reason is that I'm too far, I'm on opposite side of the globe, but of course there is a CDN, so that helps a lot. So anyway, let's dive into it. I'm saying that this report is confusing, is biased, and it's not good. And this is exactly why this guy been asking the group like why it takes so long. So let's have a look here. This is very simple website, and I'm going to my preferred tool called development tool in the Chrome. What we see here, first thing, that I've got slightly longer TTFB. Well, altogether like 600, but TTFB is like 391, and it's pretty good, pretty steady slope of the waterfall. Okay, if we come back and have a look here on the waterfall, you see these kind of like long stalled something requests. Okay, we get to these and these later. So comparing TTFB, this is definitely faster. All right, so now let's have a look on this one. We have here two images, and they're like long, and then the fonts start to load. All right, so we have a look now, this art woodwork PNG. Okay, so this image is 812 millisecond, right? And it's so long to load. If I go in here and I filter it, okay, it's much faster, 75. Okay, there is nothing like this measurement. All right, and then we're going for fonts, and there is like big gap. It's a quite significant gap. And then going to JavaScript emoji, and let's have a look. Where is the emoji? So emoji is somewhere. No, we need to find it. So is artwork. So here's the combined. So emoji is here. Okay, there's not that much gap between them. Okay, this part with the fonts doesn't resemble at all what's in the matrix, the GTMetrix. Okay, text editor JS, this like on the tail, and on the end 404 the favicon. So I'm going here and look, and so there's not that much gap between them. If I go even like, okay, they're more consistent, they're more together. Okay, but now, very important, the statistics says there's 2 seconds. Okay, and despite having slightly better TTFB, I've got it loaded, and 985, and I'm quite far away from the London. There is definitely more distant disadvantage to my computer, my location, than the London measuring point. Okay, so that's my first objection. This is much more consistent in the browser. All right. Then second, the data from the fully load is 2 seconds. On load as well. On load is probably this one, not even fully load, is on load. All right, the DOM content 853. We've got a. We don't have a DOM here. Okay, no worries. Now let's compare another part. First contentful page, 802, and let's have a look here on PageSpeed Insight. So if we're going here to the desktop, it's about consistent with mine, not with GTMetrix. Yeah, larger contentful pane. We have a look on this in a second, but we have a time to interactive. Let's see, yeah, 0.8 seconds. Let's have a look on GTMetrix. Time to enter 1.4, so it's almost double the time. All right, and it's just definitely not right. Okay, let's now have a look on another beautiful tool Google has here, the Performance Insight. Okay, yeah, we've got this little window here, and we can move and see here on the time when actually started to be painted and what and how, and we've got all these statistics here. So when I'm going here, so 0.8 seconds, 0.79 started to paint, and then when we draw, this image is larger contentful paint, and it's 0.8778 on my computer. If we go to PageSpeed Insight, as we have larger contentful paint is 0.9. So roughly the time what I have in my browser. So this is really precise. What GTMetrix says, larger contentful paint 1.3. And now is the thing that maybe you say there's not much, but on the mobile, if you measure mobile, I don't have a pro version. That's another part that you cannot really measure mobile. What matter most, all right, but it's already another discrepancy. Okay. So we've got about, okay, first contentful page about, okay, this is maybe right, but then this is completely different, this is completely different, and this is completely different. Okay, so all the rest is completely different and much longer, and no wonder why the people get confused about it and then seeking. And here's the thing, I make living speeding websites. Okay, to me coming lots of people, lots of different websites. I've seen a lot, and most of people who's come in with a GTMetrix, they have a completely unreliable measurements, and this is why I'm making this video and trying to spread the word about it. Unless they fix it, I really don't recommend it at all. Okay, so but let's go back to this one. So let's finish this one, and we have here 109. Okay, so about 1.1. We've got it all fully loaded, fully painted. Okay, we don't have anything else, and that's what it is. Okay, so as you can see on this example, real world and synthetic PageSpeed Insight test is different than GTMetrix results. Okay, and as I said already, unless they fix it, I don't really recommend. There are many other beautiful tools, we can get to them in another video, but GTMetrix is definitely not what I would use for making any measurements. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now please comment if you have any doubt about my methodology, about my logic, about you came to different conclusions, like whatever you think, please let me know. And maybe as well consider, maybe it's not exactly with every single website, maybe this is some kind of exceptions, even though I've seen many, but right now I can get hand only on this one, but maybe it doesn't occur to yours, but it may occur to someone else's, and therefore they will be seeking some help what's maybe not even necessary. Okay, that's really my point. So yes, please leave me comments, and maybe you can subscribe as well, by the way. Hopefully I'll get some more time to make more content, and actually will be useful content. Yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day.